everyone. My name is Susan Charles. I'll be your host for today's meeting. Okay, so today's our check-in for computational thinking. And without wasting any more time, I'll go straight to the agenda of the day. So first, we'll be having our welcome and exchange of pleasantries, which we started doing at exactly 3:30. And then I'll be doing a brief review of the life skills curriculum, just so that some of us who haven't quite gotten a hang of it can understand exactly what to do with it and where to start. And then we'll be having 3 people share just for 5 minutes about what they've been able to do with the curriculum so far. And then our own Mr. Joseph will take us through the computational thinking resource pack. And then we'll take your questions and feedback, and then we will close. So let's get right to it. So before we get right to it, I'd just like to once again welcome everyone. I have mentioned everyone by name previously. I think the only person I haven't mentioned is Miss Ijoma, joining all the way from Owerri. So it's nice to have you all here. And please feel free to ask all your questions in the chat box. They will be answered promptly. Now, without wasting any more time, I'll go straight to the life skills and workforce review, just so we get a better view of that resource pack. Now, we talked about design thinking, and we said design thinking is designing tomorrow's solution. Right? So it has a process. Basic is you have to follow the process to get the right result. So first of all, you ideate. So we're going to just do a real life practical example. Let's say we want to design a new school logo. Your school needs a new logo, and you need to design. First step on your design thinking process, which is empathize. So think about it. Who is your user? Now, if your school is a primary school or a nursery school, your logo will be completely different from if your school is a secondary school. Now, imagine that you're designing a logo for a secondary school, and then you probably put a diaper in the design. That will look really funny because it's not appealing to the target market, okay? So you need to think about it. Who are the people who are using that thing, and what do they really want? What do they like? So if you don't understand what they like, then how would your logo appeal to them, right? So that's the first step. You empathize, and then you define your needs. What exactly do you need? What are you going to get out of the system? What are you going to get out of the logo? The people who you want to appeal to, what are you going to do about this logo or with the logo that they would really enjoy or that they would like? What are the needs you need to solve? And what are you really solving? So probably you have a logo and the children feel it's too childish, and you want to do something more like them. Let's assume it's a secondary school. You would have to think about the problems they already had with the old one. How do you fix that with the new one? Then you start to sketch. You have as many sketches as possible. Everyone is trying out different things. Then we look at all the ideas that will make the new logo, and then we narrow down the ideas. Then prototype. You create a prototype. So maybe a rough draft or a sketch of what the new logo would look like. Then when you finish doing the draft and the sketch, maybe you can design it on a computer using a software, and then you can look at it and see, how can I improve? What is working? What do I need to do better? Or what can I remove? How can I make this better so it appeals to the target market? So this entire process I just described in about a minute or two is the whole design thinking process already, right? So that's exactly what we expect you to do. So whatever project you decide to do with your children, it has to go through this process, okay? And then that's not all we have in there. Remember, we have design sprints and so many things in the resource packs. But today I would like to shine the light on short courses that we can do with our children, or short courses that even you can do. I mean, imagine you can actually explore a topic, technology at work, or you can explore the short course, creating a budget using Google Slides, building your online business, or communicating effectively at work, or even writing a business plan. I'll quickly show us what the lesson on building your online business looks like, just so we see. Now, this is the course, and the moment that course here, you would see step by step how to build your own online business, and that's a course that we are getting in here for free. Okay, so there are those courses I put there, and actually a lot more, which we'll see just as I go back. Okay, so it is actually an amazing resource pack that we cannot take for granted. We need to really explore all the things that we have in here. Now, we also have these career certificate courses. So if you want to learn UX design, there's a certificate here, and there is even a link to go to the Google Project Management course. So there are so many courses here, not just for your students or pupils, but for you as well. All right. Now, I don't know how many of us know how to write professional business plans. Now, imagine that Google has actually put together a course for you to learn how to write a business plan. That's amazing. And then you can teach your children as well, and they can create their own business plans. All right. So we go right into the curriculum delivery progress report. Now, before we go into this, let's not forget that we still have some applied digital skills courses from the first resource pack, digital responsibility, that children will really enjoy. So let's explore these materials. In as much as we have moved to another topic, make sure your children get the very best out of all the curricula. I appreciate the fact that some of us are running the curriculum side by side. So we're still on digital responsibility, but our children have been introduced to the life skills and workforce. And now, after this presentation, we'll be heading straight into the computational thinking resource pack to see what that has in store for our pupils. All right. So the first person we'll be calling up today to present the amazing things that have been going on at her school is Miss Chioma Igwe, all the way from Omala's Destiny School in Uyo. So can we give her a round of applause, please? Thank you, Miss Chioma, for sharing with us. All right.
Thank you.
So,
hello, good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, we can.
Okay, my name is Chioma Igwe.
Yes, we can.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Okay. Thank you. So I'll be presenting what we've been doing, how we've been implementing this curriculum in our school at Omala's Desi International School. So we'll be looking at what we've done with digital responsibility curriculum, and then the life skill and workforce preparation curriculum. Next slide, please. Okay, looking at this slide, this is what we've been able to do. Few of what we did at Omala's Destiny. We, first of all, went through the Internet Awesome curriculum, and it's an amazing curriculum, I must say. We haven't finished everything there, but we just keep moving so that we can be sure that we are grounded in any of the resource pack that comes in. We take our time to explore them together as a school, not just me, but I'm representing my school. So we're able to take the children through the Internet Awesome curriculum, like be smart, be kind. We taught them, we were able to teach them all that, and then they play the game. Up till now, some of them are still playing the Interland games, and it's fun. They love it. So we didn't leave our nursery class out of it. We still brought them in. We were able to print out some of the posters, put in their class, and they were taught in a very simple way how they could understand what it means to be safe, both on being safe in the physical environment. And then we printed out the posters. They were able to color, using blue to color the family and friends who they talk to about things that concern them personally, and then their friends, and also what they shouldn't share outside. We didn't stop there. We went through the course, the digital citizenship course, and we're able to know how to how to craft a password that is very good. And with that, our children were able to open their email addresses, crafted their password, and we are still opening their email addresses. Okay, now for the life skill, we first of all sat down and looked at what is happening with the curriculum. We understood the curriculum, the first part, which is the design thinking activities. There are a lot of activities to do. We're able to discover that with that design thinking activities, when you want to go into design, you first of all have to sit down, think about the problem you want to solve. So we look at the methodology, which has 6 phases. Phase 1 is understand. When they understand the problem, they define the problem, and then they begin to decide what to do. They sketch, and then they brought up prototype. If you look at here, you see our children. We divided the upper primary classes, children, in their different classes into different groups. So I have 3 groups here. One of the groups have the problem they want to solve. They said they want to look at how they can design a customized face mask for the school, which we don't have now. The second group say they want to design a customized sauce, while the third group say they want to go into graphic design so that they can make our inter-house sports is coming by next week, so they want to make design a card to invite their parents. So, but actually, we're not doing it. We use one of the short courses, the applied digital short courses, which is because it's a website to promote a project. So the children look at the website. The courses, we take it step by step. So when they learn the first one, he first of all prompted the children to open an email address for themselves if they don't have, which we did for the 3 persons in the 3 groups. So when they opened an email address, then they went further to Google sites. From Google site, they began to design their website. So you see the group that wrote website for design of face mask, but it's actually supposed to be to promote their face masks that they are going to produce. So they are still working on that. And then the next group in another class have in their pre-vocational, they were supposed to do a bread sandwich. So we went through the how might we, looking at the core design thinking activity. You will see the how might we, and then the crazy 8. The crazy 8, that's where you in 1 minute you make out 8 decisions. So the children did all that, and they were able to use the Jamboard. They were able to use the Jamboard and write their different ideas. After they trash out the ones that are not valuable to them, and then they were able to arrange their ideas in the order that it will help them to make the bread sandwich. And they did practical aspects. Okay, so they were able to do the practical aspect of it. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you very much. Miss Ijoma, I would like to apologize, please. I didn't get your slides earlier, so I didn't think you wanted to still share. But hopefully, if we stick within the time, I think we would have 5 minutes for you to share what you've done so far, because I've seen so far that you've done a lot of amazing work with your children in spite of all the challenges. All right, thank you. Up, we have Julian Echo. All right, Julian Echo.
Oh, yes, I am. Good afternoon, everyone.
Julian Echo, are you ready?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me? Can everyone hear me? Good afternoon, everyone.
Yes, we can hear you.
Good afternoon.
We can hear you.
Okay,
Good afternoon.
Okay.
Good afternoon. Your camera, please.
Oh, okay. Susan, can I begin with the digital responsibility?
Okay, well, I don't have the pictures responsibility here, but you can quickly talk about what you've done with it so far.
Okay, so I represent Virtual, and I teach DOIC Early Learning Center in Port Harcourt. And the tools I just use the whiteboard and my laptop. We have just one laptop because the school doesn't have any personal computers. I have just in a week, I just have one period, which is just about, I'm given only just 1 hour. So I started with digital responsibility, and I realized that most of the children don't have access to the internet. So they didn't really understand what it meant to be online. And so I had to really break down several terms and concepts to be able to drive down what it meant, what digital responsibility meant, digital safety. But the children found the games very.
Can I cut in here? Could you please adjust your camera so we can see your face? We can only see your
Okay,
hair.
okay,
Okay, yeah, great. That's better.
okay. Okay, so at the end of the day, the games, the children found the games really fascinating. I was able to use the games to drive down the point, what it meant to be internet kind, smart, what to share, what not to share, how to stay safe. Um, the children were aware about what emails were, so I was able to teach how to make strong passwords. I was able to teach, and they understood that. The games were able to drive down that idea, that concept. The children were able to learn what it meant to be digitally kind, what it meant to leave digital footprints, what it meant, and what being a good digital citizen actually meant. Then let me hurry down to life skills and workforce preparation. While we're thinking of certain concepts that we could use to drive down these life skills, the children already told me that the children already had a polish that's polish for wood, floor polish. They had a polish that they had made during their home economics practicals. So the children wanted to use that as an idea for their design, for the design thinking. So when we came up with a business name, and then we went on to make our logo. Now in that picture over there, um, that was when the children drew their own logo. So we eventually voted for the best logo that the class decided on, and then we chose a name, Polish Parfait. I didn't choose that the children chose those names and eventually chose the logo. So our last class, which was yesterday, Susan, do you have other pictures of the other? Yes. So I used PowerPoint presentation to teach the logo. So that was me in front, telling everybody, telling the children who brought their laptops to school how to design a logo. So we took that step to step with the help, step by step, with the help of some of the teachers around to explain how to make each logo, how to arrange each of them. And so eventually we were able to successfully come up with that logo, which is the logo that they had picked in the beginning. Thank you.
Wow, it's pretty amazing. Thank you so much, Miss Julian. It's pretty amazing that in spite of the challenges and everything, you've been able to really capture the essence of what each curriculum is about. Personally, from that school, I saw some of the parents, I saw some of them brandishing their children's digital responsibility certificates that they got from the Interland all over social media. And it's really impressive what you're doing, and you know how you are able to surmount all of the challenges. So well done, very well done to you, Ms. Julian.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so up next we have Miss Nsikan Udeng from Western International Montessori School. Miss Nsikan, I would apologize on your behalf. So Miss Nsikan was so excited about her presentation that she put together fantastic slides, but they were way too big to even get in here. So we'll probably be sharing her slides in the WhatsApp group, so at least we can see what she put together. But we'll be listening to Miss Nsikan tell us what she's been able to do with this. I think her story will interest those of us that teach younger children. So Miss Nsikan, are you here? Hello, Miss Nsikan. Are you here?
Hello, can you hear me? Yes, I can hear
Yes.
you.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. It's amazingly, wonderfully. I'm so excited to be here. Okay, I teach first graders, 4 plus and 5. And I want to say it's been an amazing journey with them. Okay, when I watched the webinar for the digital responsibility at home, and I tell you, I think I slept about 3 a.m. that day because I wanted to play all the games so that it would be easier for me to teach my children about it. And then when I came to class, I think it was on a Friday, and I told them, okay, I had to start the lesson by breaking it down to the smallest so that anyone would understand what I was talking about. And then I remember asking my friends, I called them my friends, and I asked, well, how would you feel if you told someone a secret in class and then someone else hears about the secret? So I had to start from that. I had to start from something simple to be able to relate so that they can relate to whatever it is I'm talking about. Okay, and then I went through my slides. I didn't just go through the games immediately. I had to go through the slides to explain to them what it means to be kind, and then the way you're kind in class has to be the same way you have to be kind in your on the internet. Okay, and then we also talked about being internet smart, and then at some point the children were the ones pushing the conversation for us. And then also about securing their secret. I think that really got their attention, how they can secure their secrets amongst themselves, and of course taking it out to the larger society, the internet. All right, and then the games. The games were amazing. I after we played in class, I sent the links because I found out that there were some who were more interested in it than others, and then I sent the links to their parents so they could play it at their leisure times. But there's something I that was a bit challenging for me, was that some of the resource materials and vocabs was a bit high for my graders. So I had to take extra time to read it, understand this, and then break it to the barest minimum. Remember, I'm talking about 4 to 5 year olds. Okay. And we know how it is. The attention spans might not be so long, so large. So I had to take it one after the time. Fine. For the life skills and workforce preparation, I told them we wanted to design a card, a Valentine card for Miss Kaka. That's what they call me. So, but we didn't get around to designing that card yet. Hopefully, very soon we'll be able to do that. So that's about everything we've done. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, MKB Consulting, for this opportunity. I mean, it's an amazing one. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Sikan. It's great that you didn't allow the challenges with the age of your learners really affect you, and you tried to get the best that they could actually learn from the curriculum and present it to them in an age-appropriate manner. So well done, well done, well done for that. And I see that you seem to be inspiring some change across your school, because a lot more of your colleagues are catching up, are catching the fire, and we'll be seeing a lot more of them here. So well done. Thank you for being the light bearer there. Well done.
Thank you, both.
All right. So I'll be handing over to our very own Mr. Joseph right now. Mr. Joseph, the floor is yours. Take it away, please. Mr. Joseph, are you here?
Yes, I'm with you. Thank you. You can stop sharing. I'm coming up now. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. You're welcome. Okay. Can you see my screen, please?
Not yet. I think you might need to reshare it. Someone mistakenly tried to share a while ago.
Okay. Okay, coming up. Okay, thank you very much. So here we have the Computational Thinking Resource Pack. The Computational Thinking Resource Pack contains everything you need to implement this computational thinking curriculum. In this Computational Thinking Resource Pack, we have 3 major programs. The first is a CS First curriculum, and we're going to start with the CS First curriculum. Now, the CS First curriculum is designed to introduce your learners to coding. It's designed to introduce your learners to coding by watching short videos at the same time doing a project based on the video. So how do you get to the curriculum? To get to the curriculum from the resource pack, you just click on CS First curriculum link here. When you click on it, it takes you straight to the CS First curriculum. This is the home page you will see. This is the CS First home page. No experience is required. It's hands-free on learning and always free of charge. You don't have to pay anything when it comes to this CS First curriculum. Everything is free. So how do you get started? Once you get here, the first thing you need to do, you have to sign in as a teacher or a student. So you come here, you click on sign in. Please, I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So once you click on sign in, you have the choice of being a student or a teacher. So if you're the teacher, you sign in as a teacher. While you're learners, they should sign in as students. So right now I'm going to sign in as a teacher. So I'll sign in, click sign in as a teacher. I'll choose the account to use. If your school is a Google school, you have a Google domain, you can use your school domain. But if you're using your personal Gmail account, no problem. So whichever account you want to use, you can sign in into the CS First curriculum. So I'm using my official school account to sign in. So once you are signed in as a teacher, you now have the opportunity to access the full curriculum, the resources that are there in the CS First curriculum, and everything you need to implement the curriculum. From here, you have your teacher dashboard. Right now, as you can see, I have classes created in CS First already with students in them. I have year 7, year 8, year 9, year 10, and so. Okay, so as a teacher, you may want to create your class here and invite your students to come in. To do that, you go to the top left, click on the plus sign, click create class. So you just create the class and invite your student to join you in the class, or give them the code to join, or import your Google Classroom so that they can join you here. Now let's go to the curriculum. The curriculum is right here at the top. You click on the curriculum. When you click on the curriculum, it will show you all the resources we have here in this curriculum. These are the specific projects we have. We have characterization, interactive presentation. You keep going down. Some of them are just 1 hour. Some are even less than 1 hour. Some are like these ones. They are units that you can take for days. So it depends on you as the teacher to decide the one you want to give to your learners at a particular time. Now, let's go to the first one here, characterization. Let's look at what we have there in this particular project. You click on view. When you click on view, it will take you straight to the lessons. Here you have lessons, you have examples, and you have materials. But let's look at the lessons first. These are the lessons we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything you need to know there. So you click on start. When you click on start, the lesson will start. You as the teacher, you can watch it before assigning it to your learners, or you can give it to your learners and they will follow the same instruction. This is the introduction. So you just click on start and it will start. You watch the video. Okay. Now, for technologically challenged schools, you can download this video also. Once you get to this particular point, come down to the bottom right. You see these more options here, these 3 dots. Click on it, you see download. So just click on download. Download the videos into your system. Then you can play them offline for your learners. And you can go to Scratch from here. You can download the Scratch program. While your learners watch the video, you download the Scratch, and they also do the coding offline without internet connection. So they can watch the video offline when you download them. While for those who are watching online, you can turn on captions for slow learners so that they can be reading the words on the screen as the video is playing. Now, when you move to the next one, after the introduction, there you have the starter project link. While this video is playing, the learners have to start the project here. You see the link to the starter project. So the video will tell them what to do in the starter project. So you just click on starter project, the project will come up. You guide your learner to start it. So once the project is up, they are watching the video, they are coding. They are doing exactly what you have in the video. So the video, they are self-guide videos, short ones to guide your learners. So the project is still coming up. Yeah, the project is loading. This is a project. Okay, exactly what you have here is what you have in the video. At each point in time, they will tell your learners what to do. And as the learners are combining these steps, they are making their way through the project. And at the end of it, they will have a finished project. And you as the teacher, you will also see it in your dashboard. Okay, so that is for the CS First curriculum. Then in case you are not sure of where to start from in the CS First curriculum, you can also use this link here, the CS First Curriculum Finder. This will help you to get the best particular project you want to give to your learner. Just click on the link, click on Find Units. It will take you straight to the CS First curriculum and help you to find a unit for your learners. So let's say this time we want to go to Arts. So click on Arts, that's the area of interest for you. We click on Next. Then how much time do you want your student to use on this particular activity? Let's say about 1 hour, a single activity. Next. Have you taught computer science or coding before? Maybe let's say no. We say no. Next. Then have your students used Scratch or participated in hour of code? Let's say I don't know. Okay, so view the recommendation. Here you will now see the recommendations for you. So right here, you can pick any of the program, any of this project, and assign to your learners based on the choices that you made previously. That is how you can find a good program for your learner also. Now, on the other hand, if you need to get started, you need to know everything about the CS First curriculum before you get started. You use this link here, CS First Get Started. This will give you a breakdown of everything you need to know about the CS First curriculum. If you need resources for your parents or guardians, you come here, you get this, and you send it to your parents, informing them about what the CS First is all about. So that is for CS First. Now the next part, the next program is the Blockly game. I love this game. Even your learners in the early years, you can play this game easily with their phone. Okay, so this game is online. This is online. You can play this offline. So you just click on the link here, the Blockly game, and it takes you straight to the Blockly game home interface. This is it here. Here you have different units right here. You have puzzle, maze, bird, and the rest of them to the end. So let's start with the puzzle. Okay, I'll click on the puzzle. It's very easy for your learners to play this game. At the beginning, you will be given instructions of what to do. You have the instructions, you have a picture, and you have traits that you need to fix in place. So let's click on OK. So right here, we have 4 animals right here. We have the dog, we have snail, we have bee, we have cat. And you have 4 images with different traits. So let's start. I'm going to spread them out. You can move them. So I'm starting with the snail. I'll move the image. I'll stick it here. Oh, I have to choose the number of legs. You click choose. It has 0 legs. Then trait for snail. Let me look for the trait for snail. Slim. Next, share here. We have share for snail. That's for snail. Then for duck, start the picture here. Choose the number of legs, 2. Then traits for dogs, feathers, then beak. Yeah, that's correct. Then for cats, remove the image, stack it here. Choose the number of legs, 4. Then traits, whisker, and 4. Put in there. Then for B, I have the B. Stack the image here. Choose the number of legs, 6. Traits, sugar, and honey. So once you are done, you check your answers. Check if that's correct. Perfect. All 16 blocks are correct. This is so easy, and your learners can play through the whole game just like that. So the Blockly games is suitable for learners in lower classes up to even the secondary school, even adults. I enjoy playing this game because there are different models in it that you can play. So that's for the Blockly game. And lastly, we have the Grasshopper. The Grasshopper introduces your learners to JavaScript. And I love using this for my learners in the secondary school from year 7 down up to year 12. Okay, so just click on the link here, Grasshopper, and it will take you straight to the Grasshopper site. Now, this is where we get to. This is a Grasshopper homepage once you get here. It can be played on a laptop, a desktop, mobile phone. You can download the app and you play it even offline, right? So in the Grasshopper, here you will learn how to code. Very simple and interactive programs. You have the option to know what coding is. You can read about coding from here. You can also go through the curriculum, what coding is, why learn to code, and the skills you will learn at the end of the day. Then the curriculum, you have the curriculum here. It's so simple. You have the fundamentals, you have fundamentals 2, introduction to interviewing, array, animations, even variables, drawing shapes, array, and the if statement and operators. But once you are here to get started, you need to sign in. You must sign in with an account to get started. So your learners have to sign in with their personal Gmail or Yahoo Mail account to get started. But if it's a school mail, you can also sign in with a school mail. And once you have signed in, this is what you are going to get. Once you have signed in, you'll get this on the screen. So these are the different programs you have here. This is the fundamentals. I've started this already. And the programs are in stages and they are all locked. When you finish the fundamental, the animation will be opened for you. When you finish with animations 2 will be opened for you. Array method just like that until you get to the end. And for each program, each particular module you finish, you get a certificate for it. Okay, so let me hop in back into this particular one and show you how it works. Now the screen is divided into 3 sections, and there are about 5 parts in it, as you can see on the screen. It's coming up. Now to the left where you have Grasshopper, these are the instructions you get here. Okay, these are the instructions, the steps you need to carry out to do this particular task. Here at the middle, your code. All your code that you'll be drawing, you'll be working with, will appear here in the middle. And at the bottom, you have the keys, the codes you need to do your task. They are all here at the bottom. Then this is a sample of the solution they want you to make at the end of the day. And this is where your own solution will appear. Okay, so look at this. It says complete the Gabonese flag, add a new line. Okay, so I already have drawn buses green. I have a new line here. I have drawn buses yellow. I think the next one is add a new line, draw bus, and this time I'm adding a string. This is going to be blue. B, B. Yep. So I will run the code and see what will happen. You see it here. Correct. I got it correct. So easy for your learners to learn JavaScript, even adults. And as you finish, anyone you have finished, it will be ticked for you, and you can save your progress and continue later. Please, if you have questions, feel free to ask your questions in the chat. Thank you very much. Over to you, Susan.
Thank you so much, Mr. Joseph. Thank you very much. This has been quite positive, to be honest, and I know how much I've enjoyed the CS first myself, and I can't wait for all of us to really understand how well it's going. All right. So I see that we have questions. Please, if you have questions, put your questions in the chat box, and we'll be very happy to take them. While we're waiting for questions, I'd like to quickly ask each of you, are you still here? Okay, so I guess she's not here. All right, so we're waiting for your questions and feedback.
Chinelo is raising up hand. Go ahead, please.
Ms. Chinelo, do you want to question? Okay. Okay, well, so far, I haven't seen any questions in the chat box. And so I'm just guessing we don't have any questions. And you're very correct, Ms. Chioma. This is really coding for free, right? Okay, so Ms. Ijoma, are you here? Okay, great, you're here now.
Hello, Susan.
Okay, are you here?
I'm here.
Okay, great. So, in the absence of questions, I think we have a few minutes to spare. So I would like Ms. Ijoma to quickly share what you're doing. So you don't necessarily have to share your screen. I guess you can just share your slides in the WhatsApp group for us to see, but you can just tell us what you've been able to do with the curriculum so far at your school, please.
Okay. Good evening,
Yes,
everyone.
evening.
From the light schools away. We've not really done so much, but I must say the progress has been massive. Yes. We started the digital responsibility class with a laptop, and then at the end of the day, we were able to achieve a whole lot. The pupils were excited. They went home to play their interland games, and they have been sending in their certificates. Parents are happy that the learning process is getting more interesting and diversified. We are exposing the case. So I keep telling them we have Google to thank for that, and their partners. Okay, presently, although we've not concluded our workforce skills, but we were able to come up with one or two activities, helpful ones. Like you see in the slides, we were able to, in our home economics class where we did our menu planning, we were able to design a menu, a kitchen menu. We called it, I think, the light kitchen menu. And then the kids were able to design a menu following one or two things we thought, and then they are having in mind that it will be a feasible one, that someone can actually walk into a restaurant and then you present the menu, the person got to make one or two choice, and then we have amazing lots of varieties when you see the menu. Okay, just this Friday, we had our school inter-house sports, and then we were able to design one or two colorful invites for the school. And the school director, everyone, parents, they were happy that this is us teaching the children how they can get relevant in and outside the classroom and also productive to the society. So you will also see our face shield session with the other arm of our class. Okay, we're able to make use of these laminations films and uhu gum and one or two materials. We were able to have a customized face mask, and the parents are also happy that their course could actually come up with this. Okay, before now we order for our aprons. So you will see in the slides too, our pupils were able to come up with something. And then we saw that, the talents are diversified. I saw a boy making use of the hand needle and he was so creative with it and patient, and he made lots of good stitches. So this is it for now. The life skills, we are actually happy that these have come to our school. And I think because of this, the school director has been able to upgrade our ICT lab. I think hopefully in our next session, you will see what I'm talking about. We are no longer learning in the classroom again. We now have our computer lab. Thanks to you, Susan. Thanks to Google Education. We're really happy and excited. Thank you.
Oh, well done, Missy Joma. Thank you so much, and thank you for being a light bearer in your school as well. The truth is, you see, you didn't have to wait for everything to be okay. You didn't have to wait for the school to provide before you started, but you took the bull by the horns and you started doing what you were doing by yourself. And just the little that you put in has been able to actually push the school to upgrade. So, like Mr. Joseph said, enjoy your new computer lab. Well done, and a very big
Thank you.
congratulations to all of you. Um, and we look forward to seeing more of your pictures. So please, everyone that presented here today, Miss Ijoma, Miss Julian, Miss Nsikan. Okay, no, Miss Julian, we saw your slides. Miss Choma, we saw your slides. So Miss Ijoma and Miss Nsikan, we were not able to see your slides here. So please share your slides in the WhatsApp group so we can see. Remember, the WhatsApp group is not just a place for questions. It's a place where we can connect. So if you are presenting your curriculum or delivering in school and you have any questions, you feel free to ask. If you do something that's really amazing or you discovered something in the curriculum that you would like to share with everyone, please feel free as well, because it's supposed to be a collaborative space for us all. So I guess we don't have any questions, but in the event that a question occurs to you after this meeting, kindly remember that we have the WhatsApp group, and so you can drop your questions in there. We'll be very happy to support you. And we don't have any leaderboard yet because we're still waiting for you. We're still trying to give you a bit of time to do a lot with your life skills and workforce. But let's remember, so the metrics for being on the leaderboard would be that you have you watched the webinar, you have filled the feedback forms, you have started to deliver the curriculum at your school, and you have evidence in your folders to show this, and then that you have presented here as well, so that people can see the amazing things that you are doing, and we can authenticate how well you are using the curriculum. Okay, so I'd like to say thank you so much to everyone for joining in. It seems that each check-in meeting gets better than the last one, and I would like to let one cat out of the bag before we call it a day today. So with the last cohort, with cohort 1, with all of the things we learned, we were able to create a site where, a presentation rather, that we called Walkabout Africa, where children could have like virtual trips to different countries in Africa. And we'll be doing the same thing here, but instead of Walkabout Africa, we'll be doing the Tour Nigeria project. So as we get more information about that, some tools will be shared, and we can create that maybe as a Google site and as a presentation, so that our children have that immersive learning experience. And we can also share this as material for other teachers to use as learning resources in their classrooms. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in from Mina, from Port Harcourt, from Lagos, from Benin, from Uyo, from Owerri. Have I missed anybody's town or state? Thank you so much for joining in. We do not take this for granted. Enjoy your weekend, and it's a good evening from all of us at MKB Consulting. Bye-bye.